their last time to come out and go pee tonight. Letting them do whatever they're doing. But I found something that kind of surprised me tonight. The moon's up there. It was supposed to start raining at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Google's given me 3 notifications from then till now that it's going to start raining in 25 minutes. That crap. Hasn't rained yet. See what tomorrow brings. Doing the Sunday morning sneak around backwards. And if it looks a little fuzzy in here, that's because it's foggier than shit outside. I could let the pups out before I came out. And I could barely make out the yard light from the house. Oh, I was just thinking, Ty was going to get them tied up a month ago. Now she gone and beat herself up on the creek bank, and they're another 50 or 100 pounds heavier. 50 pounds heavier, I imagine, by now. And there's one of her spoiled brats. I can't remember what she calls her, but it's 111J, I believe. Not that anybody can read that tag. There's nothing left on that tag. And that one, I think, is the one she calls Blakely. Once again, don't quote me on that. But I think that's her. I know who that is. That's Minnie Moo. Good morning, Minnie. Yeah. And I believe that's Boomer down there at the bottom. Old dirty cow. And there ain't no dairy in her. Just all pulled Hereford. Their mother looked just about the same. Aww. What? Why you jump when I offer you my hand? Anyway, I've been around through this way for a while. Oh, I lied. That's not Boomer, because Boomer's right there. Good morning, Boomer. Who is that? Okay, that's either 241 or the two. It's the 241 lookalike. Gotta be. Easy way to tell. Yeah, it's the lookalike. She doesn't have quite the hump, I don't think. Do you? Which one are you? Hey, look at me. I'm an attention whore. By God, it is 241. I'm sorry. Yeah, she does have. Hump looked different when she was standing down there. That happens. Misidentification. Penelope. Hey, you're right. I am just kind of cruising through, seeing what names I know. Never was good with names. That's that hefty one of Brooks. Eeyore. I remembered her name when I let him into the feed barn last night. Because she was the first one in. She was standing there at the gate when I opened it. Who else we got out here? That's a 6 number in the middle of the screen. I don't want to go too far with that bucket or I'll feed it in the wrong section. And that's a 6 number. Oh, 13 BJ. Yeah, that's what her number is. Anybody that hadn't heard it yet. That was a pretty funny running joke when Mom made tags and gave that one number. It's one of the kids'. What I'm looking for, I don't see. Huh. Oh, wait. There she is. Good morning, Ruby. Where's your daughter? Oh, there she is. Right there's the brat. There you go, Brent. Now you got to see both of them. And these guys lined up so nice and being patient. I better get this done before they all have a fit. Who I found. Number 3, a.k.a. Cassie. Say hi, Cassie.
Hi.
She volunteered. She texted me this morning and says, good Sunday morning. I texted her back. I said, good Sunday morning. And she says, I've seen in your videos you've been doing a lot of work. If you'd like some help, I can get my mom to bring me out. Well, Ty hadn't even left home yet, so I said, well, maybe Ty can pick you up. Ty and Becky are working in the house. They stuck Cassie with me. Oh, and look. Yeah. Basically 2 batteries on that little DeWalt saw. I didn't even bother starting with the battery that was in it yesterday. I stole the battery out of the other saw, the pull saw, and then went through one full one, and that was almost full. And I just stole the one out of one of the grease guns. Had 2 bars. Well, it finished all this off. Everything limbed up. These are the last 2 chunks to move out. They can go for firewood. And the next one I'm going to tackle, and by the way, one reason Ty's in the house is her arm, I guess, is all bruised up. Finally, the bruising's coming through. But she's going to be out here when I tackle that one, because I'll put a line on it and hook it to the skid steer, and she'll sit down there by the back of my pickup. That's my plan anyway. And I think I'm going to cut it a little above the deck rail for the first cut, and then take the rest down to a stump. And of course, you can't take either of the stumps out, because that one has the power coming to the house. It's right there between the windows underneath the deck. It comes from right over there. And this one probably doesn't have anything right there, but I'm not going to bring the skid steer in here and tear the yard up. I could probably bump that other stump out, but it's got the power wire for the irrigation system comes right around and to there. I gave up. I got half the notch in that tree right behind the house against the deck. And that's what happened. And that bar is about 8 inches too short. So it makes it even funner. I mean, I cut 5-foot trees down with a 32-inch bar. It can be done. Done all the time, actually. And the only saw that I had half a chance of actually running was 026 Pro. And it don't want to fire at all. So I was going to call Ben. Thailand did it instead. Ben should be on his way. His saws get used a lot more often than mine. And I've been on the pulling end on a lot of trees in my lifetime. Thailand has not. So instead of having Ty on the end of the line with the skid steer, I will be there, and Ben will knock it down with a saw that runs and that is big enough to do the job. So go grab me a bite to eat before he gets here. I just took the battery off of that one and put it on the pole saw, and I mean, I was hogging the hell out of it as much as that little bugger would do. Battery's still got 3 bars, so take the pole saw and do probably the one in front of the house, and while Ben's here, he can knock that one over. The biggest thing is, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but anybody that's ever cut any cedar or any of the related species of trees, as you cut cedar, the fibers in the upper half drop down. And I mean, that thing would take a fir tree down that same size with little to no problem, seriously. As long as it's sharp and as long as you got a good battery in it. But with cedar, half your power is going into overcoming the pinch. That's the best way to describe it. It did a good job on that one behind the house. It was a little bigger than that bar allows, but this other one's even bigger. And it's a lot more important that I get it in the right spot the first time. So that's what's happening. Like I said, I'm going to grab a bite of lunch, and by the time I get done eating, Ben should be here, and we'll get it on the ground. Chain, piece of rope. Ben is here. He already looked at it. I actually had it lined up. You can see where the chain was drug. I had it lined up over there. He wants to come over here a little bit, and that's fine. He's the one doing it. So now I'm waiting. I'm ready. He's not. Becky's down there gabbing with him. Won't let him get anything done. Focus, focus, focus. Don't focus on the bar. Focus on that. So, anyway. He just told him big saw for such a little tree, but you know what? The fibers setting down aren't going to slow it down. That's like an old 44, 32-inch bar. If either one of mine were running, that's what I would do. You can hear how that bogged down. That's because the fibers are trying to pinch it. And now he's aiming right for my face. Plastering the side of the house with chips. And now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to video anything or not, because I got to have my hands on the controls and be ready to go. Other advantage of a bigger saw is when you're lifting the top end over. Big difference. Ty's gone, Ben's still here, Cassie's still here too, they're in the house. That's Becky's idea of cleaning the mess up. Looks a wee bit different. I haven't seen it like this in years. Seriously, in years. And since Ben was here, Becky conned him into doing some more. He's trying to tinkle on me again. It tinkled when we were done. Mostly done. I still need to get cleaned up back here. But yeah, I already did this part, but I'm kind of watching where I walk because the dogs like to come back here and leave presents. I don't need to step in a landmine. The arborvitae that were here were skinned up anyway, and there was only like 4 feet of stuff at the top, and a piece of junk tree that was there that was kind of the same way. And yeah, more cleaning to do. Oh, hey, don't know how many you noticed before, but that fancy maple was clear out in here. Like Mom would be hitting it with her mirror long before she would allow me to trim it back. We're going to do something along there. We'll put something else in there, but not like it was. But that's trimmed back enough that that can thrive more. And that was there when Mom and Dad bought the place. Let's see, the front corner of the porch would have been right in here somewhere. That was right off the porch. And last night, before we finished up, video was done, but before we finished up, right through there was more lilacs. Bopped them out, filled that full of rock. And we're gonna cut it back to here, make a straight line there, make it a lot easier to get in and out with trucks. But there's what our pile looks like now, including a pretty decent pickup load of chunks for Brooke and Matt to come and get. Oh yeah, this is still a mess, but that one's gone too. So, whole lot nicer. That camera, yes, there's a camera there. I see who comes in. It won't have the motion light come on it every 5 minutes when the wind's blowing because the branches are moving. So anyway, it's about time to get this thing edited so y'all can watch it. Ah, neighbor's got a smudge pot going over there. Nice. I think they burn garbage more than anything else. I'm glad the breeze is going the other direction so we're not smelling it yet. And you seen what we did yesterday, so I have to actually do some farming or something tomorrow. Anyway, hope you all had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Monday. And thanks for watching, everybody.